watching Let's Chat.
So something a lot of people may not think to plan for is something that you need to be planning for and of the utmost importance. Here to tell us what that is and how they can help us is Curtis Ottinger with the Heritage Funeral Home. Good morning. Great to see you.
Good to see you again.
All right, so let's remind our viewers, who and what Heritage Funeral Home is.
I'm Curtis Ottinger with Heritage Funeral Home on East Brainerd Road.
And you have been at East Brainerd for a little while now.
Oh, a long time, a very long time. Yeah, I've been there since we opened 26 years ago.
That's perfect.
But I've been in the business 38 years, so a little while.
Well, Heritage has such a great legacy here in Chattanooga, and a lot of that is because of the experience that you provide for your I hate to say the word clients, but your extended family.
Families, exactly right.
All right,
They're
so
my families.
tell me what we're talking about today. We're talking about how important it is to kind of start that planning process.
It is. It's so important. I think pre-planning is most important for families because when you can pre-plan, when the emotion's not involved, you make better decisions, and I think that's the most important thing for families to do, and to think ahead of time when the decision is, when you can think past the emotion part of it, I think that it's the best thing for families to do. I think that's what people are thinking about now more than ever,
Right.
and I think that's what this event that's coming up is what it's all about.
And it's also going to make, I hate to say make the experience of a loved one passing easier, but it does relieve a little bit of stress knowing that those plans are taken care of.
Absolutely, it does.
All right, so tell me about that. You make planning easy all the time, but you're making it extra fun. You have an event coming up that includes some food,
It
a little,
does.
Question and answer session. What do we got going on?
We've done this many times before, so we're having a lunch and learn. That's what we call it. Pre-planning the event, we have a local attorney that's coming to speak to some of our folks who will be attending this about estate planning, and we'll talk a little bit about pre-planning, but talk about your wills. A lot of times families don't realize if you have life events that change, you have a spouse that passes.
Right.
You make adjustments to your wills and things like that. So he'll be talking about that. Daniel will touch base on that as well, things like that. So we'll talk about those type of things and getting your life in order, getting my house in order really is what we're going to talk about,
Right.
basically.
I think a lot of people, even if they maybe do put some funeral type plans in place, they often forget, the legal side of it, or maybe there's so many questions that they don't want to touch it, that they don't bother with it.
I think it's a taboo subject.
Yeah.
People shy away from that. They think, I don't want to talk about that.
But we need to.
We plan for everything. We plan for our kids' future, education, their weddings. The one thing we don't plan, we don't want to talk about is her funeral. But we need to do that. It's a business decision, really. It is. We have to plan for those type of things. It's really not our children's place to do this at death, really. So if we do it ahead of time, and you can always make changes later on. I think a lot of times families don't realize that if you make your decisions many years ahead of time, you can always change those decisions, even at death. Families think, just because I made decisions years ago at one funeral home, I can't change it. Oh, you can do that. All these decisions can be changed later on.
It's a living plan because we're still living.
We are, absolutely. So it's a good idea to
How
do
do
it.
we get tickets and how do we attend your planning event?
Call the funeral home now.
Okay.
Go ahead because, the room seats 50, and we've done these before. If the room fills up on the 2 days, we'll do an evening dinner. And we've done this before, and it will happen. So we're glad to do it. June 4th, June 5th, 11:30 at the Chop House. Call the funeral home.
Reserve your seats now.
Reserve your seats
They're gonna
now.
go quick.
They will go very quick. 11:30. So please go ahead and call. We want to have people have seats and
Get them
have
taken care of.
availability. Absolutely.
All right, Curtis,
Honored
thanks
to
for
do it.
joining us. Thanks for offering this to our community, and thanks for always
We're very
answering all
honored.
our questions as well.
Thank you.
We'll
for
talk to you
having us
again real
today.
soon.
Thank you so much.